to Papastache 102. So finally we are here. Everyone's always asked me, dude, you have CDs or DVDs or anything? Yes, I finally do. I spent the last year recording a DVD set. It is now available. It is called the Ultimate Rock and Blues Expression Session. It's a 9 DVD pack. And I'm going to give one away for free. And I told about that in the last video. But if you guys want to support me, keep this train rolling so I can put out all these free videos. This is the time when it really helps me out. I got a product to help support what I'm doing, and it gives me time to do all these other things I got going on. So if you guys have the means and you want to support the cause, click that link below. It'll show you how to get the DVD series. That would be so awesome. I would totally be stoked. It would give me tons of time to pump out more videos for you guys. I usually have a link below too that is a request link, so go ahead and do that. But today I'm going to say, just put it down. I'm going to do more of this artist. Put down which ones you want in the comment section, and I will get to those as well. This is going to be a multi-part lesson, so let's zoom in for a closer look. Alright, so let's break down this first part. First, we're going to tune down the whole guitar a half step. Everybody always asks me what I'm using. So this is a Bill Nash 60 Strat, and these are Lowler pickups right here, and this is a DiMarzio Tone Zone. I got a TC Electronics Hall reverb going for a little verb because I don't have any in my amp, and it's set to a room, decay about halfway up, tone about 1 o'clock. And then I have a divided by 13 915 on the 6B6 setting, right? So we get a sound like that. And you have a nice reverb, right? So on the album, there's a lot of reverb. It's real lush, really awesome sounding. So I just kind of try to cop that vibe, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to start out on the 7th fret with our 2nd finger, and we're going to use this finger. We're going to fret the E, but we're going to mute out the A with this finger too. Then we're going to go to the 6th fret with our 1st finger on the D string. This guy's going to be on the 8th G, and then this one is going to get the B and the E. 9th fret. Okay, now we're going to use these two shapes, this one and the next one, predominantly throughout the whole song as our major chord shapes. We're just going to shift these guys to different positions. So that's the first one. Now the next one, use your 2nd finger to spot with. We're going to go up to the 12th fret, or the E note, and we're going to have the same spacing with these two guys, right? So fret apart, so that means it's going to be 12 and 11. Now with these two guys, you're just going to flip-flop them, where the ring finger is going to be on the B, and the pinky is going to be on the 13th fret of the G. So B12, G13, and we're going to pick down to the B. And then what I'm going to do is an open E, and then I'm going to hit harmonics. Okay? Now what that is, if you don't know, you just go directly over the 12th fret bar. Give it a little snap, a little pizzazz, right? You're not pressing down on the fret. You're not trying to fret a note like normal. You're just literally touching the string above that metal bar. Now you're going to have to hit it up here, the 24th fret, later in the song. So if you got a Strat, it's right above those pole pieces, or these little shiny metal guys on the pickups, right? Those are the magnets. So, I just use my pinky to catch those, right? I'm also on the 2nd position, or I don't know how Fender calls their positions, right? If you went to the neck and then went back 1, there we are, right? So we're going to start off with this guy, right? We got this chord. Now there is a floating tremolo on his guitar, which means you can pull backwards and forwards. Mine only goes down, right? So if I snap a string, it doesn't go all haywire. But I'm just going to kind of simulate what he's doing a little bit. Now, I would recommend keeping the bar in your 3rd and 4th fingers, just hanging on to it, because you're going to use it a bunch in the song. And then, okay. Now the next one, you're going to slide from 7 to 9. So we're going to go 7 to 9 on the E. And it's not, it's sliding straight in. So you're literally starting at the 7th, but not really having a recognizable tone. You're just sliding straight into it. And then you're going to go to the 7th fret of the A, slide from 9 to 11, the same style we did on that E. So we got... Okay, so what I did down here, I went to the G and the B string, 9th fret, and what we're going to do is we're going to hammer on and pull off on the G string 9 to 11 back to 9. But the trick is we want that B string 9th fret to ring out the whole time. So we get that. Now what you want to do is keep this finger nice and rounded and on the tip so you don't hit that B string. So we got... Now what we're going to do is we're going to shift our first finger up to the D and G 9th fret, and we're just going to hammer on down to the 11th fret of the D. Keep in mind we're doing the same thing where the string below the D, the G, is going to be ringing out on the 9th fret. So we got... And then we're going to go open E, and then we're going to go back to our original chord we started with. Now, this next part is going to repeat after every riff. So we got... Now we're going to do some rakes, and what a rake is, you're actually raking across. I'm putting my palm down here across all the strings until I hit the note I actually want to hit. So it gives a really cool, snappy, kind of percussive thing. So I'm going to the 7th fret E string, and I'm going to do the exact same thing on the B string, but I'm going to hammer on. Once I hit the 7th fret, I'm going to hammer on to 9. So we got... And then I'm going to go... So that's 7th fret B again, and then we're going to go to the 9th fret of the G. So we're going to... Little vibrato. And then we're going to go back to our 12th fret chord shape, but we're going to do it on the 5th fret. Really awesome, pretty sounding chord, right? Real pretty like. So we're going to be 5th fret, 4th fret, 6th fret, 5th fret. Right? So we got... Now that happens really quick. Now what we're going to do is we're actually going to rake backwards on the strings, and they're going to be open. Now it sounds ugly, right? If we just do it like that. But that's really what we're doing, but we stop it really quickly. So we got... Okay, so what I did was... And then I slide in, and I use this part flat to mute out all those strings all of a sudden. So we got... Right? So I'm doing the same walk up I did in the beginning. So I went 7 to 9 on the E. Then I went 7 on the A. Slide 9 to 11 on the A. So we got... And then I'm hitting D and G 9th fret. And I'm doing the same thing we did in the beginning where I go 9 and then 11 and then back to 9, but I'm picking this time. So I'm just picking down from the G to the B string. I'm hammering on right there, and then I pick 9 and 9. So it's hammer on to 9 and 11, go back to 9, 9, and then I'm going to shift up to that D and G, and then I'm going to hammer on the D 9 to 11 and keep the G 9 ringing. So we got... Open E, right? So we got... Right, slowly. Now we're going to go back. Remember, this is just going to repeat over and over again, so we're going to go back to this riff. Now we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to modify this riff a little bit. So what we're going to do is hammer on and pull off quickly this time. And then we're going to go to the D string 11th fret. So 9 and 9, hammer on, pull off, 9 to 11, back to 9. And then we're going to go to the D string 11th. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to go to the A string 9 to 11. And then I'm going to hit 9th fret, D and G. So we got, and then back to, right, same riff. Right, so the first one's, the next one's, okay, same thing, right? Now this next one, right, what we're going to do is we're going to go 5, slide 7 to 9 on the E, then we're going to go A, 7, slide 9 to 11, then we're actually going to pick just the D string, 9 to 11, so we got, and then we're going to go 9 and 9, same thing we've always done, and then we're going to hammer on D and G, 9 to 11, so all together. And then we're going to hit open E, and then we're going to go 12 and 12. We're actually going to fret it on the B and E, and then back to our chord. Right? Oh, I'm sorry, to here. And then that's going to get us to another part of the lesson. So let's do that. All right, so this next part is super awesome. I love this part. Alright, so when I first heard this, I'm like, dude, what is he doing? Like, those are some awesome chords. I'm never going to be able to figure that out, you know, back when I was a wee lad. And then I saw him do it, and I'm like, oh, that is awesome. It's one chord shape, right? So it's the same chord shape we've been doing. You know, we've done, right? Now what you're going to do is you're going to slide in on the 5th fret. So the first hit, or the first pick on that low E is actually sliding into that note. Then you're going to go D, B, G. So it's, and then we're going to slide up 1 fret. Same thing. So you're sliding now from 5 to 6. And then you're going to go up 1 more fret to 7. So what we're going to do on that one is we're going to go E, D, chord, and then, so I go back to the E, and then I go B, G, back to E, and then I go B, G, D. So we got, right, that's the first part, chord, and then I go, right, next part, and then the next part is the same thing you just did, but you're going to add 1 string. Okay, keep in mind, shake the bar. So we got, and then, so you're going to slide it, D, chord. He actually does a good dive, but I don't want my guitar to go out of tune right here. The first 2 times you hit the, or the first time you hit that B to G, you do a dive and then you hit it again. So it's, now we're going to go back down here and we're going to do that same pattern. going to go up to the 6th fret now. So we're going to go E, D, B, G, D, and then down 1 fret. And just let that one ring. And then we're going to go. So to the 5th fret. So you're going to slide 7 to 9. I'm sorry. You're going to hit the E note. And then hammer on to the 9th fret. Open E, harmonics, and then down to. And there you have it, part 1. So I'll go over it really slowly in a review. I'm just kidding. All right, here we go. It's getting late. I'm getting crazy. Yes, way to go. I love this artist. I love this song. It is awesome. Now, this is probably going to be like a 97 part lesson because, you know, whatever. But I'm going to get to it. You know, some of these part 2s take a while, but it's those stuff, you know, you just want to be able to at least kind of pay homage to and kind of get the feel of it, right? So it takes me a while sometimes to get these out because, you know, this guy and Hendrix and all these other people, they're good and they got soul. So to cop that on a given night when the camera's on is tough. So that's why it takes me so long to get to some of these other parts. But all the part 2s and 3s are coming. I promise. I'm getting to them. We're going to do this. If you like it, what you see, and spread the word. By all means, share the videos. That would help me out. Support the cause with the DVDs down below. If you have the means, please help out. That would be so appreciated. You guys are awesome. Catch you next time.